For nearly 3 years, whispers followed the first week of every month. Newspapers called him the Badge Man. Women disappeared after being pulled over late at night, men vanished after being questioned, and families were left with nothing but an empty passenger seat and a half-written text message. At first, no one saw the pattern. The killings stretched across states: Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago. Each city had its own detectives, its own theories. The only link was the timing. Always the first week of the month. Always a victim last seen with someone in uniform. Witnesses said the same thing. A tall man with a calm voice, flashing a badge and asking routine questions. He radiated authority, the kind that made people obey without hesitation. The trail broke open in St. Louis when a 23-year-old woman named Clara managed to dial 911 from the back of his unmarked sedan. The line cut off before she could speak, but dispatch traced the call. By the time officers arrived, Clara was gone, but they found tire tracks, distinct from any police vehicle on record. It was the first thread. Forensics showed the tires belonged to a privately owned Dodge Charger, not a standard patrol car. Someone was impersonating law enforcement. The FBI was called in. They built a timeline, mapping out every first-week disappearance across states. A chilling realization emerged: the killer wasn't random. He was organized, mobile, disciplined. He knew procedures, jargon, even the weight of authority in his tone. Investigators dug deeper and found the unthinkable. Several victims had outstanding traffic tickets or minor warrants. Their names weren't picked by chance. They were pulled from leaked databases. Someone with inside access was feeding him information. When agents finally zeroed in, the truth hit harder than anyone expected. The killer wasn't a cop. He was a failed academy recruit named Harold Kane. He had washed out of training after psychological exams flagged him as unstable. But he never let go of the uniform. Kane's brother-in-law was a data entry clerk for a small county police office. Quiet, unassuming, he occasionally checked records for Kane, believing it was just for research. He had no idea he was handing victims over. Kane was caught in Denver, preparing for his next patrol. FBI agents watched as he pulled over a lone driver at 2 a.m., badge glinting in the headlights. The agents moved in before the driver realized anything was wrong. When they slammed Kane against the hood of his car, he whispered, almost proudly, "I kept the streets clean." In court, survivors' families sat behind bulletproof glass, listening to the calm monotone of a man who believed he was delivering justice. Some broke down at the sheer ordinariness of him. He wasn't a monster in appearance, just a man who had learned to wear trust like a mask. Clara, the woman whose 911 call cracked the case, testified through tears. "I saw the badge and I believed I was safe. That's what haunts me. I believed him." Kane was sentenced to life without parole. The first week of every month became a reminder, not of his ritual, but of how fragile trust can be when authority is abused.